Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning. Blessings to everyone who have flowed from the Ganges and who have flowed from the Nile, and those others who have flowed from wherever else as well. Good morning to you all as well. But in particular, the masses of the people who have flowed from the Ganges and the Nile. May God bless all of us this morning. All praise is due to the Most High Creator. We thank Him for the opportunity of life. If we are to correct one thing today, right? Today, because you have life and you have the opportunity to correct things, to be better. Correct that. If somewhere within the recesses of your heart there lies that ignorance of racism, of prejudice, then today, don't wait till tomorrow, don't wait till next week, today, fix that. Right? Do yourself a tremendous favor and cleanse that aspect. Right? What is justified, you don't really like what this one does do, Donald or Kimraj or Akido or whoever does do. Right, that no problem. But not liking somebody or discriminating just because of their racial ethnicity, they make up their appearance. You see, that dotish ignorance, that is dotishness. When I tell you that is dotishness. So I play, the Ganges Midi Nile this morning. I just end up seeing it on the playlist, to be honest. I came in a little late. Apologies. I know there's so many people waiting for us to come on to enjoy the program. Shak lady, if you're there, I know you are a proponent of love. And you believe that we all are created from the Creator. So we don't discriminate. Not in that way. No. We go judge by what God say, okay, you're doing the wrong thing, brother, you're doing the wrong thing. Try and curb that. Or don't do that. It's not a blanket statement where you could just do what you want and get away with anything, right? Don't feel we do try to correct, try to acknowledge certain negatives and improve or stop you from doing certain things too. There's certain things within the society, like discrimination and racism, that we will say, stop that nonsense. Stop that nonsense. And as our gift in David Rudder, is Dr. David Rudder, you didn't give him an honorary doctorate or something. He must have some title, right? Encapsulates in that song. He had to talk about the mind benders with the hidden agendas. And he had to talk about the politician. Because they just utilize the ignorance. Wherever there's a shortfall in your intelligence or in your heart, the same way the devil is gain, you have jealousy and envy in you, boy, the devil will work you. Big door, that's an open door for the devil there. Wham! We will get Cain to kill Abel. We will get you to bad mind and hate your sister or your brother, your neighbor, your whoever. Anywhere there's jealousy or envy, the devil coming for you. Likewise, anywhere there's that level of ignorance, I want to say the devil, but the politician who wicked, coming for you to exploit your ignorance right? Some of them thrive. Some try to teach, like me, if you want to call me a politician, yes, whatever, right? I prefer the concept of a leader. We go try to educate. We go take the long, hard road. We go encourage positivity, thinking. Others, you see your ignorance, you see your stupidity, they will thrive on it. So, let us not give negativity room in our society. Let us be educated. Let us take in David Rudder. Right? Not joke, good music, David Avenue. Right? Morning Kafra. Went to school with a couple of his sons. Because he's, obviously you try to put your children through the best education possible. Good morning and respect to all the parents across Trinidad and Tobago who make that extra effort to ensure that their children are educated. I want to beg you all as well, don't just lean upon our traditional form of education alone. Educate your children on a wider basis. Do not forget to educate your children spiritually, morally. I see some intelligent, who know book stuff or whatever, who lost, who doing all sorts of nonsense, who ain't making no sense in the trend of life that they're going down. Bright people, Bright as in, book bright now. But lost. Really don't have an understanding and a purpose towards this time that we have on earth. So we had to balance it up. And you can't teach something that you don't know. You can't teach something that you do not know. So let us make that effort to learn ourselves. So as a parent now listening, if you don't know something, then learn it, educate yourself on it. Or, at worst case, just break the cycle now. Just break that cycle. You don't want your children to be like you, right? In the negative ways. Whatever positives you try to. But you see, children learn by example too, so it kind of rough, but you could try. Make that effort with yourself. Like we were saying yesterday, man really ain't no control over man, Man should really try to control himself. That is your main challenge. Controlling yourself. So, that being said, yesterday I'm in the park. Good morning to Digicel, Mandela Park. And the park in a little mess, right? It maybe 40% functional. Half of the swings, a little bit more than half down, a little bit more than half of this. One of the merry-go-round down with caution tape, the next one halfway mash up. It tough. But we're really grateful in a honest way to Digicel for what they have done in that park. Big up Digicel. Because there are real big companies in Trinidad and Tobago who are here for years. And they need to do some parks and things and do less corporate Trinidad for the children. For the children who go and buy all the products in the future. For the parents who buy all the products. For brand recognition, etc. Right? Big up Digicel. But they need to And I reached out to one of the people who I know is senior there, and they actually have that mechanism in training. They are working on it already, right? And I mentioned it to my daughter, right? And she say, no, daddy, because if they come to fix the park, it's going to be closed for long. All they getting tapped with these children out here. All they getting tapped with these children, how smart these children are. She worried that if they come to fix the park, they're going to close the park for long. And I mean, in her short life so far, because of her experiences, she understands sometimes how long these things take. We have to do better as a people, right? We really have to do better. So I go add that into the request, please, for my daughter. When they come, because they're coming soon to fix the park, please do it as quickly as possible as a priority project, because the children depend on this park. We building a society, Trinidad and Tobago? We building a society? Or we just taking what we could get, take just the money, whoever, to get rich, and whoever else catch the tail? What we doing? I just like asking now, like, what we really doing? I mean, if the general consensus is we just plundering the place, I don't know what to do. I go forget our nation building thing and all of us and whatever, and we just plunder the place. But what we really doing? What's the program? And I know some people, they probably never really considered that. We working together. Ministry of Education. Good morning, Mr. Dowlat, Dr. Dowlat, and, you know, the new team that you have inherited, right? While you're doing, some of the people working there, I don't want to call names yet, right? If you are serving the public, then do so with a certain level of pride in what you're doing, with a certain decorum, a certain behavior. I ain't going deep into the particular situation yet. I'm hoping for rectification soon, or we gotta come back and we gotta call names, talk, I got to message the minister, etc., and we got to deal with it a different way. Because if you are working, good morning, right, Commissioner of State Lands and State Lands Department, what we doing? We victimizing people, we taking advantage of our positions. What we doing? We don't want to work. What we doing? We frustrated, so we taking out our frustration on the people who come in. What we doing? We trying to frustrate people to the point where they will come into the office and just offload on us, run amok. What we doing? What we doing? Wherever we are, please. Yes, you might have challenges in your place of work. For sure, I know certain environments and cultures are negative and we have issues, and hopefully we could work on that as well. But when you deal with the wider public, you have to be professional. What we doing in the police service? We still on this ticketing thing. We still all over the place. What we doing? Or they trying to sabotage the direction in which government want to go. It ain't really that vibes no more, you know, that against the population, you know, doggy dog. Let us change that mindset now, please. Let we serve people the way we want to be served. And when we flow out, like, is an interconnection of all of us, you know. When we give a certain level of service and love, then that person gives somebody else, and that person passes it on. It like it is infectious now. And then that person now ends up serving this first person who started it, you know. Because all of us depend on all of us for service in some form or fashion. This nasty, dirty, terrible culture that we have incorporated into ourselves, that we have been brain dirtied into. Me and me alone, and I don't care about nobody, and rah, rah. Get that out. Take this morning to purify yourself. When you reach on work, pray. Cast out the demons. Do like the buck boy, Parashram's son. You know, we say he's the Parashram, yes, CMO, Chief Medical Officer, well, past Chief, we say that is his son, right? Don't mind, they say he's like, I want to, they say he's like the former Prime Minister. Well, I could guess which one it is. If he lying, I think he was, you know, I think he was eating his sausage himself, right? I feel he was eating out the fridge himself. It was no buck, but whatever. But that's what we had to do. We had to do like the buck boy and put on some lavender in the office and incense and frankincense, oil of this, oil of that. I know the whole remedy. That's what we had to do. Maybe, to be honest. Like if you do bring a good scent into your office, nothing overpowering to you know, think nobody sign us. But it might spread our good vibes as well in the office. Come, what's wrong with we boy? Answer the phone in the office now, earlier. I just answer my phone. I want one person to call back from last night. All you don't call people too late in the night now. Oh gosh. Respect people with a little family time to message. Message the minister now. Message whoever now. Send a WhatsApp a little more informal, and I mean if it's absolute necessity, come on now. Let we respect each other and have some kind of. But answer the phone in the office, or you're walking, or you're watching it ringing. My friend talking to me yesterday, and they went to ministry to deal with a problem or whatever, and they was real sticking, and the phone ringing, and they wouldn't answer the phone, you know. She pick up the phone and answer it. I real laugh. She pick up the phone and answer it on their behalf. And had the whole office cracking up. But, come on. When we come out to work, to serve, we come out to work. On every level. It has some security officers across Trinidad and Tobago. Big up all yourself. Good morning. When we walk into office space, they are like, they're not just security, they are information, they all kind of public customer service. They're real helpful. Big up, respect to those people. Tava man in licensing office, big up. Allah feel like his job. Tava security and social services, big up. And I'm sure it have other places. Come on now, let we do better now, all here. What we were? We were the Prime Minister to do everything. She done set in the tone, she trying her best. We have to do our part. The nasty ways that they put in us, the nasty thoughts that they put in our mind, the bad example that we see before, because I tell you, it had some bad examples, right? Never again. Good morning, Penny. Get rid of some of them, please. You see them bad examples? You see them bad spirits that you need to cast out? Listen to Buck Boy video again. It's on YouTube. And employ some of them tactics. I'm sure if you mop out Balize House or wherever else, you could see them run out of the place. If you got good incense, they could disappear. You know, when you stand up, our message is some little prayers. I know what prayers it is be reciting and think some good prayers. You will see them fellas who stand up next to you go run. They go disappear. Let me get real. We don't want them bad examples again. And for those who in government now, because you know it has some pretenders, tag-alongs, people who they all they keep all yourself in check, eh? All they keep all yourself in check. Don't make matter reach Separia. Jump out is not offense no more. It's a wall because they're harassing the woman. Don't let matter jump a wall to complain on all here because she will get rid of all here. All if she go both me for jumping the wall, no. She will get rid of all here for doing nonsense. Come on. I've seen it already. Right? Not to speak the internal business of the QNC coalition, whatever. But already, we have a little mistakes. Somebody has made a little mistake already, and they don't get pulled up. Big man thing. All are we, nobody imperfect. But that's what we need in this society. So, all you forgive me, then no forgiveness asks for needed, right? Pull up all yourself, please. Wherever we are, working, in service, let we do a little better. Let we show some more love because it will come back around for us. Understand how connected and how small this little two dots in the world, these two blessings, these still two little dot blessings we get. Understand how small and beautiful and interconnected they are. So we take the break and we'll be back. All you know the numbers, right? Take care.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the street 919 FM.
Are you searching for answers to life's questions? Those things that disturb and concern you the most? Why all the wickedness? Why the suffering in the world? Will it end? Who is responsible? Well, if so, join us right here on The Street 91.9 FM every Sunday from 5 to 6 p.m. with Brother Samuel Gooding and Roland White, where we open the Bible and find answers to all these things and more. For it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God.
Planning your Tobago getaway? Choose the highest Google-rated car rental company on the island, O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago. Located just minutes from the A&R Robinson International Airport, at O'Neill, we pride ourselves on being the most tech-savvy car rental company in Tobago. Our process is 100% digital. No paperwork, no long lines. From easy pickup to seamless returns, renting a car in Tobago has never been simpler. WhatsApp us now at 1-868-361-1042 to book your vehicle. Don't forget to mention promo code RADIO2 to receive a 5% discount on your rental. Send a WhatsApp message to 1-868-361-1042 today. That's 1-868-361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago, the easiest, most reliable car rental experience on the island.
Vehicle availability is subject to change. Driver must be at least 25 years old and have a valid driver's license to book. For more information, visit www.rentalcartobago.com.
Don't miss June savings at Furniture Plus. Get up to 50% off shop appliances, furniture, electronics, mattresses, and more. Buy now, pay later with affordable higher purchase plans. Plus, earn Caribbean Airlines. Travel miles with your purchase. Visit any Furniture Plus stores or shop online.
He raised you right. Now sauce him proper. He taught you how to ride a bike. Now reward him with some drip. Buy any messy sandwich for $34.95 only on the KFC app and be automatically entered to win a 75-inch smart TV, barbecue grill, or soundbar for dad. More crunch, more love, more mess. Promotion ends June 11. Only at KFC. It's finger licking
your life this Father's Day with a gift of health from Big Mike's Wellness Center. Body scan value at $400 now, $200. Get in on this special now.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Chamfleur, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on The Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282. or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Blessings in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You are invited to listen to the Final Hour broadcast heard every Monday from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. in the morning on The Street 919 FM radio. Hear my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the Word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444. The church is located at 26 Prince Street in Port of Spain. We look forward to you joining us. God bless you.
As my life I lay it on the altar, as my life.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancement costs $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the Gap pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer, and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gap Man Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
For more info, contact 476-7268.
Hi there, I'm Lester Suglal, inviting you to join me on the first, second, and third Saturday, 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. for the program Slow Gospel Music, and on the fourth and fifth Saturday from 8:30 p.m. for an extended version of Slow Gospel Music on Street 91.9 FM.
Whoever said messy was a bad thing totally missed the point. Take that hit song everyone loves now. It probably started like this. Baby, calm down. That's why KFC is celebrating the messy moments with our Messy Cruncher and Messy Zinger sandwiches for only $34.95. Imagine a crunchy, golden brown, flavorful chicken sandwich sauced to perfection with our signature sweet, spicy, tangy sauces. Oh boy. So crunch into the deliciously messy moments today. Check socials for details. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. IWER TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
And good morning. We are back. So, I know let's see more with the shades on these days, and it's because in the studio we have a number of lights. That's why, the picture does be so clear as well. But it's kind of harsh on the eyes, and plus, I don't know. I kind of like the look, right? So. Things must have a purpose, but also you have the freedom to wherever you choose and what you think looks however you feel it looks. But just remember, obviously, that our perceptions of things are shaped. Just yesterday evening, I had a nice meeting with some positive people who want to do some developmental work in Trinidad. A nice program they were putting forward. And I pointed to one of them pants. I said, look, you wearing a skinny pants with holes in it now. What is call it? I don't even know what distressed jeans or whatever. Imagine that. Distressed jeans, right? Excuse me. And that's a style now. Excuse me. But he has some age. So I said, do you remember a time when you used to wear baggy jeans? They was in style. And he said, yeah, boy. I said, well, fashion, things change. And our perception of what looks good changes tremendously. For a matter of fact, we may be just looking at ourselves alone. But there are other places right now, simultaneously with us, where their ideas of what looks good is beautiful and whatever else is maybe, well, not maybe, is totally different to ours. Right? So let's be open-minded as well. We do have innate a certain level of open-mindedness because we are from so many different cultures, and we are people who we exposed to parts of the world, predominantly the West, but some of us have ventured beyond as well, to Southern Asia, to all over. Anywhere in the world, you go find a Trini, right? That's how we are. But let us open our minds, right? Let us be wide enough in our thinking, right, for our benefit. So the numbers are 342-0081-466-5391. We were talking really generally before, I have promised a CARICOM segment for the program. And I think I'm going to work on getting a guest as well to come on as well, who can share some information. But I'm preparing that segment. So although promises will materialize, right? Not promises never materialize. Promises will materialize. And understanding that dynamic is essential. Today we have CUF, Caribbean Urban Planning Forum, which is an excellent program that we are hosting. We're going to speak about planning, and in particular urban planning across the Caribbean. And well, obviously we will try to draw lessons for Trinidad and Tobago, because all they know what has been looking, and all they understand, because all they live some of the shortcomings in the way that our society, even our infrastructure, right, even our living spaces have been planned or not planned, just some of it just kind of organically came up as well. And we could look at our history as well. But we have similar challenges across the Caribbean, and we want to face those challenges together. We want to learn from the successful experiences of some of our neighbors and incorporate some of those things into what we do. And obviously they can learn from us as well, wherever we have succeeded in that planning perspective and environment. We building a nation. You hear what I'm asking the question? Because sometimes I just wonder. But for the people who will benefit from the building of a nation, like the masses, sometimes we need to decide, you know. Sometimes we can't wait on those who call themselves leaders to decide. Sometimes it has to come from us. So we building a nation. We building a nation for ourselves, for our children. We building that, not so? We building a society so that our children could flourish, not have to stay inside, lock up, dodge bullets, migrate, suffer. Every adult, every person, think about it. What we doing? Let us come off of just the level of survival. And I understand that the harshness of the society economically sometimes just has you on a survival mode. But we have to be greater than what they push us down to. You know, Miss Nazma Mullah, yes, the system is designed. Miss Fisher, a couple other people who are more independent thinkers in Trinidad. Don't feel like don't listen and look at all, yeah? Morning, caller, welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Abubakar.
And good morning to you, man. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks again. Something that, I'm concerned about, and for some time, because I tend to focus on community.
Yeah.
And there was a department one time in the government they referred to as community development officers. That portfolio still exists?
I'm not even sure. I will check for you.
Yeah, because I'm saying that, they perform a similar role to what you call community organizing or community organizers. And they are concerned, I think that part of the task of the community organizer is to mobilize the community, help the community, assist the community in dealing with it, identifying their problems, and solving their problems. Not they solving, they're working with the people to solve their problems. Right? And developing programs and all these different things. I don't know if they get paid, if they're still on the payroll, because nothing is being done. And you have a lot of them there, you know, director this and this, that and that, that community development officer, this and that and the other, and you could see nothing. And I think that is something that the incoming government has to look at.
Yeah.
You can't have people holding position and responsible position and important position.
Yeah, critical positions for the development of the country.
Yes, development, national development, community development, and you can see nothing. The whole community, all those communities are dysfunctional.
Yeah.
They're disorganized.
Yeah.
But they draw fat salaries. We have to come out of that. And I said some yesterday on a program that not only you have to deal with the politicians when they falter, you have to deal with some of those people who share responsibility.
Yeah.
In the various departments.
Yeah, you know what? Tell you, I'm going to jump the woman wall and inform on them.
Because the thing about why these communities are in a mess is because they haven't been working overtime, or they haven't been made to work.
Yeah.
Because
Correct.
most of them, we don't know how they get a job.
Yeah.
And whether they qualify for the job. So I think they need to look at that seriously. Something I think that in terms of, because somebody was talking about, I think we spoke about that some time ago with respect to the youth and youth employment and the prospect for, in terms of building hope and probably getting the young people more productive.
Yeah.
But so we spoke about the question of investment and the creation of jobs and all that, because you train them, and when you train them and you could give them how much, 10, 15 passes. You have people at the university now, they come out and they can't get jobs.
Correct.
You have people right now, I think the Prime Minister alluded to this some time ago, you have how many, over 400 doctors.
Yeah.
And they can't get jobs.
Yeah, we producing doctors, we producing nurses
lawyers
for other countries, you know. Because they just come and take all after we produce them and do the work and put in the energy, you know.
So what you're looking at when we talk about governance and government is about choices. Government is about priorities.
Yeah.
And when you invest, you need to know what you're investing in.
Correct.
And the main thing now in terms of you need to be labor intensive, and you need to create jobs for the younger ones.
Yeah.
And you have a situation that I think started some years ago where people in the public service, and I'm talking about senior public officers, when they leave, they go back on contract.
Yeah.
So what's really good? You spend 40 years in the public service and you're going back on contract, 3-year, 4-year contract? And you have young people outside who are looking for jobs. So where is the whole question, the issue of succession planning?
Yeah.
What the minister, the former minister for 10 years of public administration, what they've been doing with respect to transformation of the public service? So you spend how many 40, 50, 35 years you haven't engaged in succession planning, because when you leave, you want a 3-year contract to do what I don't know. What it is you could do now that you didn't do 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But a lot of things, a lot of ills in this country, but it all has to do with the politics and who you align with and who you're this. I don't want to take too much of your time, Mr. Abubakar.
Yeah, no, and we always happy when you come onto the program and just pick up pen and paper. So we appreciate your contributions always.
Right, thanks, Mr. Abubakar.
You're welcome, take you. Morning, brother, welcome.
Good morning. Hey, now, I watched an interview with a press conference with the Prime Minister and listened to the question that the journalists and them asking. And they asked the woman question like if she was in office for the past 9 years as Prime Minister. some stupid question. The one you want to explain. But she handled them well.
You had to understand they couldn't really ask questions for the last 9 years too, you know. So now they're getting an opportunity. They're taking full advantage. So we had to understand too, you know. We had to understand how it does go. When a man, like, when I go to feed the poor brother, and a man come and he want $2 or $3, you might get vexed with him and tell him, oh God, where you getting on? So, but you have to also understand that he ain't eaten a while. And also, he don't know when next he going to eat. So in this space now, here and now, he going to eat gravelicious, if that is a word.
Exactly.
So
and then you have this guy from CNC3 something Nanton or whatever he named is.
Samson. Not Samson?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he questioning the Prime Minister like he looking for fame. He alone had the mic and might be asked about 10 questions.
No, that nothing. Sometimes a press officer, someone there's lead now. So he would be asking the questions, but it's what everybody want to know as well now. So they just leave him with the mic and sometimes they actually say behind him what to ask. Because the whole point is not who asked the question, but getting the answers that...
What they asked.
Yeah. But you don't have to worry for we Prime Minister, you know. You don't have to worry.
Well, I kind of a little worried right now because they have a set of obstructionists coming on board now who didn't have a voice for the past 9.5 years. So I kind of worried, and the way they're attacking her, I hope she ain't break. For instance,
they could only media.
This one...
go ahead.
Yeah, this one from Tobago, I always used to respect his opinion. The lawyer from Tobago, who they always have it on interviews. And he talking about the stand your ground. And it already have laws in place for this and laws in place for that. But the laws in place, when somebody come in your house and you kill them, you're going remand yard.
Right.
Right? You see, these people just talk things that they never experienced. And just want to come and talk like they knows it all. But I experienced a home invasion already, and I used to get hours with Burroughs killing bandits. And after I had the home invasion, I agree with Burroughs to kill all of them.
All right. No.
Don't agree with the stand your ground. I don't want to hear nothing. Listen, I don't want to hear nothing that they come in your house and they had a knife and he said you should fire a shot in the air or shoot them some way that is non-lethal. I don't want to hear that. Yeah. You come in my house, you're not supposed to be here. I have a firearm. I empty the clip on you.
Right, but
you deserve to get the clip empty on you.
But let me tell you something.
I hope Kamala ain't get distracted and break and move away from them things that she promised on the campaign trail because they're coming at her at such a rapid rate.
Right.
I hope she don't break.
All right. No problem, Kola.
All right, how about this?
Yeah, blessings. Yeah. If you go for an interview to get a FUL, a firearm, legal, and you tell them you're going to empty the clip on somebody, if they come with a knife, you are not going to get the firearm to protect your family, right? It has to be proportionate to the circumstance. If somebody comes into your home with a gun, right, and your life is threatened and your family's life is threatened, then obviously, yes, so to speak, empty the clip because you want to ensure that they cannot, with that firearm, do any harm, etc., right? But proportionality, and every single person who comes to get a firearm will have to go through those rigorous tests and training. Your psychological circumstances will be evaluated along with other so many measures, right? So just don't feel it's just so people, but we understand the fear in the society and the concern, real concern. Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Morning, Mr. Bakker.
Good morning to you. I haven't heard from you for a while. Welcome.
Yes. I was engaged more or less.
No problem.
I want to tell your caller, that caller just now, who talking about he welcomed the stand your ground law. I want to let him know the people who going to be affected by that, you see the little black boys and them we robbing and shooting people, them is the ones going to get it.
Well, I kind of dispute that statement as well, right? Because if we have looked at the demographic...
Yes!
Yeah, but if we look at the demographic of people who are doing home invasions, it's not just little black boys, but it is younger, male, predominantly, who are involved.
Yes!
But we want to stop it.
They're going to get it. And I'm seeing the Venezuelans jumping the thing because this month, last month and this month, 2 home invasions, and the homeowner said was Spanish-speaking men.
Yeah.
The Prime Minister, when she was opposition leader, she said if she wins the election, she going to deport all illegal Venezuelans. And I hope she keep that promise, because them can be adding to the crime that we have here in the country. I want Mrs. Kamala Persad-Bissessar to do like Donald Trump and send them back to where they come from. Go and commit crime in your country, not in mine. That's stand your ground. A lot of them who running around robbing people, they're going to get it. As she told us, empty the clip on them, because we can't continue getting robbing we home. Have a good day.
Agreed, right? It is a terrible situation. We cannot continue like that. Always, sometimes things is be trending. They feel this is the way which they could get something out of the society. Stop that. Forget that. Find another course. And also, let us find other courses for them. Let us present another alternative to this foolishness that people are encouraging. Right? It is nonsense. You cannot go in a man's home. Do not violate people to that extent. You're looking for death. And people want the law, people want the rights, and people want the gun.
Good morning, Fuad.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning, go ahead.
I know you had that PNM woman from the Martin Day. When the PNM was bringing in that Spanish land by the Jones, and we was down all along by the parliament, all along by the stuff around there and shouting, close the borders, close the borders. Since that Spanish land come in this country, the crime before more, you know, Fuad.
Yeah,
you see kind of serious crime going on right now, you know?
It has increased a bit. They are involved as well in certain activities, some of them, and that is natural, because if they have 120,000 Venezuelans here, then you will get a percentage of them acting in a certain way, doing certain things. Just as we have 5 million Trinbagonians, and you have a percentage doing nonsense too. That's natural with it. It's not something that we want in general in this society. We have to fight against criminality.
I live in Shigona, said, down Shigona said, plenty Spanish. They done the pavement, they didn't want to pass.
Yeah. They ain't making way for you?
They ain't making a way, but if you ain't tell them to move away, get them out of the push, they're observing that they're seeing the road and on. But that last call, I'm not joking, man. When the PNM was there, I wasn't telling road to send back and Spanish and them. We will get the job done.
Right.
I love to understand them, this for PNM and them. I go on.
Blessings. You could count on KFC's trouble, you know. But yeah, let's not be too hypocritical as well, right? If we did not ask for it before, yes, we could ask for it now, but let's be fair as well now. Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Morning, brother. Just to address something that your female caller said, ma'am, if our black young men chooses to go in personal places and the portion that they receive is bullets in the body, then so be it, right? It's time we stop looking at his skin color and look at the choices that people choose to make. If you, whatever the color of your skin is, find yourself trying to break in people's places to do no good, right? I mean, the empathy and the softness supposed to be on the person that you go in and commit the crimes against.
Now the empathy could be empathy could be on both, to be honest. And listen, like if I have to deal with someone,
I'll get to that part.
If I have to deal with someone, is it out of remorse that I have to kill you, brother? Like even if I have to shoot a young man who comes into my home who threatens my family's life, you have to do what you have to do. But it is not to be glorified. It is not to be celebrated, because it is a sad circumstance that is where it has reached to.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, brother. Right, love. Go ahead.
I say, the first part of empathy is the person who you decide to go and commit the crime upon, right? I understand that. I feel sorry that many of our young men continue to make these poor choices, and I wish the system could do something to try to encourage them in a better direction. But nonetheless, I am not looking at if it's the black young men is going to be affected. They have to see that too. It's one thing for me to see it for them, but they have to see that too and say, hey, time for me to make a change. Because we cannot say that the people who are going to be affected is mostly black young men. If that is the case, then the black young men need to stop doing what they're doing. Because they have no business going in person's homes to commit any type of criminal act.
At all.
Regardless of your skin color.
That ain't even important.
The main reason that the fact that you're just trying to gain entry into somebody's place, right? It doesn't matter what color of your skin is, right? What we're looking at is the type of action you choose to take. Whether you're white, brown, clear, it does not matter. And that is what we're dealing with firstly. So we're not looking at if, okay, it's going to be a lot of black young men who might get themselves involved in that and get the demise. But I understand and I agree with your sentiments. It's not that I'm glorifying it, but we need to understand that it's time for the playing field to be level. If persons don't have the rights to at least deter some future people from committing the same act, we might just continue getting what we get in. Maybe these people feel like, boy, tonight I go in somebody's place. No. No.
And listen, let me tell you something. The conversations as well on the block, there's be like that. How we going to find some money? And right now, that's something that's trending. It's trending that is a way to get money. Because me know, I don't know, like if we have other avenues, I don't know if we slow down, if we ever slow down.
You need to understand that will now be a way to lose your life also.
Exactly. Right? That is a dead end. Dead end.
Even though we might feel sorry for you afterwards, you have earned yourself that.
Right? Correct. 100%, brother.
You might go to steal things and end up taking the life of some of the people living there.
Which has happened.
But I'll upfront, brother.
Yeah, brother. Thanks, brother. Blessings, Again, it is a dead end. To violate the sanctity of somebody's home. To violate a person like that. Forget it. And we need social interventions now, as soon as possible. And we being patient as well, but the place been burning. Trinidad has been in a state of destruction for a while. This didn't happen now, Morning, caller. Go ahead.
Let me say good morning to you. Good morning to these. I want to say this. I see some the government got some vehicles yesterday. Some
yeah, they got some cars yesterday. Some van. I see some.
Yes.
Yeah. The police.
Yes, it is the police. They got some fresh vehicles.
Yeah.
But what I am asking the police service and the Minister of Defense, because I do not know if he did order it at that time. I want to know that if that police jeep have dash cam camera and also GPS. Because I'm very concerned today that these police jeep do not have dashboard camera. I'm very concerned about that.
Yeah, and we could parallel GPS too. Yeah, good stuff.
And but yes,
excellent. Yeah.
Yes. So I am deeply concerned that if I don't have it, but then I'll get back the jeep on them. Because we must see when the police pulling over a vehicle, when the police going into the communities, what take place.
Well, what they really doing when they park up down the road, when they do whatever. A man telling me day before yesterday, if he had to wear body cam, he not walking. I said, boy, well stop walk.
Don't walk.
You is customer service, brother.
And that is why the government of the day must bring legislation, drastic laws for the police to put on body camera. Must. It has this thing called ISIS in America. They have one mask on the face, but they have the body camera on. Right? That is why today that Democrat Congress is being charged for lashing an ISIS officer. No matter the ISIS have one mask on the face and hat, and they can't see the face and they can't reveal the face because of the work they are doing, but they have on the camera on the chest.
Yeah.
And so they could show everything will go wrong and go right. And why the police of Trinidad and Tobago do not want to put camera, because a big intellectual, a professor in this country, say once that the police service is the most set of gangs in it, and the most gangs in it. And it has to be, hello?
Yeah, we're listening to you.
It has to be something. Why the police service do not want to put on the cameras on the chest? As I close, I want to say this, I want to tell Marvin, Gonzal, and Inbert, and I want to tell Stuart Young and Rowdy, call Beckers and Rishi all the best now, please now. Like she want a phone call. So let's call she and wish her all the best, because she say, in call she yet since she come the opposition leader. So Inbert and Camille and Rowdy, all call the woman and wish a new political leader, opposition leader, all the best now. But I want to tell Marvin Gonzal and Inbert, this is the reason why only opposition. Because Ole was saying that Ole going to keep the merit points. The government, the UNC at that time, opposition was saying that they're going to dismantle it. And this is why Ole in opposition. Because Ole was saying to the children, no laptops. And while Ole was campaigning that no laptops for children, we're going to have drastic laws on the road none of that. And this is why we remain in opposition, because we don't understand why we lost. And if we don't understand why we lost, and it's a disgrace to see that the new opposition leader is sharing things on his page, what Rowdy say. Right? The Rowdy government, Rowdy gives Stuart Young leadership and give him a date to call election. Two things he do.
You only have 20 more seconds, sir, because you're talking about something I really want to hear about too much.
Yeah, no. I just dancing in the dance.
I know, I just getting you trouble, boy. I just getting you trouble. Go ahead.
It is the thing what caused them to be out of power. So when you have them speaking and talking like that, they will remain in opposition because they do not understand why the Lord's election, how the Lord's election, because the same thing that go on and who had press conference yesterday, what the people vote against them for that. They will never learn. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. May I want to hear about them people and them at all, Kingsley. Right, blessings. I was getting him some trouble there, right? Morning, caller. Morning, brother. All right. So let me take a... Morning, caller. Welcome.
Morning.
Morning, welcome.
Morning to you and Trinidad.
Yeah, good morning.
I want to ask a question. What's the procedure for the background check in for this firearm?
I will find out and I will give it next day. I have a little idea because I myself am going to apply, so I will find out when I do apply. But you have to have, there are stringent checks. You have obviously character record from the police to ensure that you don't have any issues like that. Then there's also psychological evaluation. There are a number of things that are necessary, and then you have to go through a training process. So it's not just like that.
Thing too.
Yeah, it's not just like that. All right, but I'll find out.
If I have children who committed crime, if I have children who commit crime and I never report them for them, you understand? Some of them in prison. I never report that. I should get that firearm very easy.
There is no easy way, to be honest, to get a firearm, a legal firearm, right? Let me just be...
Yeah, because I think, I always say, I have children, I should know how they go, who is gangster, who is not gangster. If I don't know that, I must know.
Yeah, true as a parent, yes.
If I have a child going to school, I must know whether that child studying, whether they're interested in school, or they're interested to be a thief, or whatever. You understand?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
So it's a very serious thing when talking about this. You're stealing gun and they're giving firearm.
Yeah.
And starting your wrong business.
Yes. And it is very serious.
People out there who say there's law-abiding citizens and just give them firearm.
Yeah.
Careful.
But there's no just in that. It's not just like that, right? Thank you very much, sir. Sorry, I hope you're listening off here. It's not just like that. The process, they're trying to make the process easier, right? But it's not just like that. And you will have to be able to satisfy all of the requirements to ensure the safety of yourself, your family, and other individuals. So don't feel it's just like that, all right? Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Good morning, Mr. Abubakar.
Yeah, welcome, sir.
Mr. Abubakar, I think a lot of people misinterpreting what this situation is about. You know? Everybody making it a situation about who you're giving firearms and why you're giving them firearms and all kind of thing. And the whole discussion supposed to be the crime. Now, somebody called earlier and talk about little black boys committing crime and things. I don't think crime have any prerequisite that being a criminal, you're supposed to be a little black boy, you're supposed to be a white person, or you're supposed to be a blue person or anything. Crime is crime.
Yeah.
If you choose as a human being to engage in crime and put people's lives at danger and harm others and things, then you could fall under what category? You are a criminal and you have committed crime. And the issue that we are dealing with in this country is that people feel that they can do whatever they want, enter people's spaces, enter people's sanctuary, and do them what they want, and it is okay. And when now our elected government come into power and decide, hey, here what? We have trusted in the police, we ain't getting no result. We have trusted in every single thing. We make laws, we haven't gotten any result. We say now, here what? We're going to empower people a little more in their homes so that they can be and feel safe. It mightn't reduce the crime, or they could, at least the population will feel safe. Now we're hearing all this debate and everybody who now have all the answers why they should not be giving people firearms, but they don't have no solution as to what to do.
Yeah, the debate is healthy, you know, and it counts on all sides. But it is a promise, it is a mandate that is given to her as the Prime Minister, and it's not just like that. So it will be positive, God willing, right?
And you see the situation with what people don't understand is that every household, people live different lives.
Yeah.
Look, for instance, I am the only male figure in my home. I have 5 women. That probably for the last 8 years, I haven't slept a good, sound, peaceful night, because every single little thing you hear, you had to get up. Because, you know, your children, them doing, I haven't had probably an argument or have any cause to discipline any of my daughters in the last probably 7, 8 years, because they're making the sacrifice and they're doing everything that a parent would be proud about. Nice. This morning I am now dropping off one of my daughters to do her medical exams.
You're blessed.
I'll be waiting in the car park. You understand?
You're blessed, brother.
So I'm telling you. So it is my thank you. It is my prerogative now to do everything as a father to protect
them
and make sure. And people don't understand. And I've known 2 people who they were a victim of home invasion, and it's 3 years now, and one of the daughter haven't recovered yet. She still have to go and do therapy.
Yeah.
I don't think people understand recently when Mr. Alexander was having the press conference, when he said take off the light and understand what will be happening when a home invasion takes place. That is so brutal and so real that it's only when you see it come knocking on your door, then people understand that they would do anything possible to protect your family.
Yeah.
Especially when you're making the sacrifice as a law-abiding citizen to try to be a good person in this society.
Yeah, 100%.
And then people who come with this nonsense will come and say, who you should give firearm and all kind of hurdles and speed bumps on the road for you as a good, decent person to, like, they want to encourage people to destroy the good society that is remaining in this country.
Yeah, man.
And I can understand that. Have a good morning, Mr. Abubakar.
Yeah.
I hope that the government don't change their prerogative in the mandate that we have put them there for. And license them, load it, and empty it. That is my prerogative. Have a good morning. Take care. Later.
No problem at all. Thank you very much for your contribution. And we have a wide range of contributions coming in, but everyone is close to the same point. Even though you have the concerns about the safeguards in place for who you are going to give firearms to, obviously those things will be in place. As even Mr. Alexander tried to explain as well, that it's not going to be just so, but it is going to be easier and afforded to a wider group than just the elite who also had the opportunity before. Go ahead, caller.
Morning, my brother. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings, man. Welcome.
People and Indian unite.
Yeah, man.
Let me tell you something. People just looking for issues to oppose the government.
Yeah. Some people, that's what they on it. Some people have genuine discussion. But a lot of them just on stupidness. Go ahead.
There are so much procedures in getting a firearm license, right? And obviously you have to go to training. You're not going to just take and give it out to people. You understand? Why people just relax themselves and take a deep breath All the time you ain't hearing nothing. Nothing in here all the time.
Well, nothing wasn't doing to you, so nothing wasn't talking.
Yeah, the plenty things should have been talking because nothing was doing.
Well, the only thing that was talking is that people were fed up and grumbling, and we get rid of them. And we talk because...
Thank God for that.
Yeah. So it's at least that part. But now things doing... Now things
doing... I'm going to ever see people in this country for a long time until the country gets fixed and going properly. We don't even want to see them in power again.
Yeah.
So all these callers who call in these other stations and things and talking about gun just so and gun just so, you do not get a firearm license just so.
Yeah.
And obviously you have to do proper training in insurance. And not one of the firearms that Gary gave out was involved in any type of crime.
Yeah.
You understand?
One or two. Not many.
Maybe one or two.
Yeah.
Right?
And there was a little abuse of process spoken about and whatever. I'm not no big fan because of certain unrevocable facts, right? But I understand the concept, and this is not the same concept as Ms. Bisessa either. This is not the elite with money alone. This is trying to even extend to, like my brother Kukole, he's not no rich person because he have children who educated 4 young ladies, educated professionals. He's not no rich person to go and just buy a whatever, you understand? But he wants to make the sacrifice to protect his family.
And as you said, who don't want it? Do apply for it?
Yeah. Blessings, man. Don't study them. Don't study, you see, who just on politics to try to undermine. Yeah, even talking, we ain't good at, but who genuinely interested in how it will work? Because some people don't know too, Some people really do not know. They're not informed about the process. We go inform them. Right? So blessings, my brother. Thank you very much.
Take care and all the best.
Yeah, man. Same to you. You're getting a second bite of the cherry, so give me it quick. Go ahead, brother. I don't know, something wrong with our line there. Sorry about that. Go ahead, brother. Morning.
Morning. Salam alaikum, Fuad.
Wa alaikum salam.
Right, so what's happening with this Vice Cartel thing on the investigation by the FIU, whatever that organization is? But I'm seeing that FIU have people there, 1%ers and other people, not even under investigation for years, red flag, millions and millions of dollars, you know, and they choose to make a big thing out of this thing, brother, you know. I understand it might be wrong, you know, and it might need investigation, but so many millions of people, 1%ers, have been investigated, and nobody before the court, nobody charged, nobody found guilty. So this is just another smoke screen, brother, for a poor black man or somebody hustling. But the 1%ers, nothing's going to happen because I bet in the next 5 years, we're never going to see a Mr. Big. As much as our party says, look, the 1%, you know what I mean, they're controlling the Forex, whatever it is, the FIU, we have flagged so many of them, millions and maybe possibly billions of dollars, and not one damn thing being done for it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I try to wrap my head around with the big thing about this thing here right now with Vibes Cartel and a local entertainer for $1.something million when there's millions and millions of dollars, nobody hold before the court yet. You know, red flag by the FIU. So that's just my take, brother. Inshallah, blessings, brother. Much love.
Yeah. And the law needs to be just. The law needs to apply to everyone, not only the big, not only the small, because the small man does get hang out, dry, but also to the big man in the society as well, right? Let us be fair. And I think that is what the caller is speaking about. He feels as though this one particular instance is being held out, but there are so many other circumstances. So, no problem. Go ahead, President. We come into our closer, so we are a little limited this morning. Morning.
Yeah, morning. Well, give a little trouble day and the later, but that is no problem because I understand how the thing was happening.
No, good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning, Imam Fuad Abubakar. I listen to the program for the whole morning. And I want to be brave and bold in saying that the only person already here talk about something for Trinidad and Tobago people is Dr. West. Why?
Dr. West?
Is he? Mr. West or Dr. West? I know who you're talking about.
Oh, he's a caller, what?
Yeah, but like he's saying, but I would like to hear him bad because you always have something important to say.
Oh, okay. I don't know the names.
Yeah, name.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are name.
All right, go ahead.
So,
go ahead quick, yeah.
Yeah, because I know that too. So, all right, let me ask my first question. I wonder if it's a rat race society that we have. And I both this with my mountain. I ask myself if it's a rat race society that we have. Yeah, because the truth is that I always have to come with this. If we're not organized as we said, then be in some sort of council committee to gather the thoughts together, to be able to come with some sort of option, promotion, whatever kind, towards government, towards the people that we elect. We as a people, not we as organizations from all different kinds who is not of the people, who we don't even know who they are and whoever they, but the people. Because where the problem is between the people. And if we can control with destiny, then somebody will control with destiny. So at the time, it seems to me like we voted people, and then when we don't vote people, we put in people to control with destiny. And if I can't find to get an organization so that I could control my dignity and my destiny, then I find that what we having is what we fragmented society, and we going nowhere. Everybody wants to talk for their own selfish reasons, and most of it is coming from the point of greed and corruption. Everybody want to jump and open their mouth and say what they want to say, but they don't have no organized constitution so we can deal with it. And these are the kind of things that they be thinking about. And nobody want to hear me out to say, well, let me form a people's organization somewhere. We want to hear what it. Sometimes somebody tell me, yeah, we going to go through that, we going to try. I don't know. I not in one. I ain't see nobody come and say, well, let me start it. So we go call plenty of we brothers and them and sisters from all we communities. What do you think West was talking about? Start to organize the community, let community people understand what is community development and so forth and things, so that we could control our society, our dignity, and our destiny. I want to say, the only person I hear talk something with everybody talking about their own interests. Who talking about guns, who talking about this? Okay, we know we have all of that, but are we coming together to get rid of these things or to get solutions for betterment of our society? Are we, as a people, as the people who doing the electing, as the people who living here, are we doing that?
Yeah, we are, and we come into our close, right? So, thank you very much.
All right, okay, I know I was real close. I'm glad I get in. Thank you, Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you until further notice.
Yeah, man, blessings. Yeah. Always a strong advocate for organizing, which is important, right? Disorganized good is sometimes defeated by organized evil. Right, so they say. I don't know how true that really is, but it does have some definite merit in it. And part of the strategy that they use on the people, the masses, is to leave us disorganized, to leave us scraping for a living so that we don't take the time. And sometimes we need to take the time to come together, to coordinate, and to face the challenges so that we can improve our collective positions. All right, so blessings to everyone. Like I said, I promise a CARICOM segment. Maybe next week, and I'll try to organize someone to interview who is knowledgeable on the topic as well. Keep it locked. 91.9 FM, Mondays to Friday. we talking the issues, there is a benefit from it. Our stakeholders listen to this program and we develop ideas that we can advance to them. Alright, so do not feel that it doesn't make a difference. Knowledge is still power. Take care.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the street 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You want to find something great to do with your Tuesday nights? You want to learn and understand the true reason for Jesus? Then join us every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. for the program, This Same Jesus. This Same Jesus, the program that puts Jesus in his rightful place in our hearts and in our homes. Let's bring church home to you. Join us every Tuesday nights from 8 to 9 p.m. with your hosts, Kempes and Kevin. Be inspired, be blessed right here on the Street 91.9